What better way to kick off the month of May but to see Destruction with Nervosa in the city of Toronto at Lee's Palace. I've been so excited to see these two bands on this tour stop since the tour was first announced. I've never seen them live, so I couldn't be more excited. I can't wait. The doors open at 7. I'm going to be there. I don't want to miss anybody. I don't want to miss the openers. I definitely don't want to miss any single moment of the packed environment and the packed action that this night is going to bring. So follow me and let's check it out, what tonight is going to be all about. By the way, this is the parking lot behind the venue. As sketchy as Toronto gets. I'm walking to the front of the building just to see what's going on. I see the tour buses here. So here it is. That's the tour bus. So I'm just gonna walk to the front of the venue and see what's happening. All right, so this is Lee's Palace, as you can see. A landmark in the Toronto music business. Live shows, great shows have been played here. So this is where Destruction and Nervosa is gonna play tonight. It looks absolutely badass. I guess I'll see you guys inside. All right, so everybody's here. I don't know if you guys can see everyone.
I'm back, babies.
Yeah, listen here.
All right, so we're all here getting ready for Nervosa and Destruction. Nervosa is next. What do you guys think of the show so far?
Ich glaube, das war sehr gut, aber ganz toll. Was sagen Sie?
Ja, ist fantastisch. Also, wollen wir nicht drüber diskutieren. Ja, ist
Sehr
fantastisch.
Yeah, Electric Callboy. I'm here with Electric Callboy.
That's better looking. All right, awesome.
Bread the butter with bread or whatever. Fuck that. Fuck, I can never
Bread
say-
the butter.
We
and
buttered the bread
butter
with
with
butter.
butter.
All right. JBO, you guys know JBO?
Of course.
All right.
James sincere Jesse.
That's good. That's good. That's very good.
Das ist gut. Pedro ist gut.
Aber Nervosa ist gleich besser.
Força, caralho! got home from the show, and as you can see from the clips that I posted, it was a great night of fun. I saw a lot of familiar faces there. My buddy Samir was there. Belgium Jasper has a great YouTube channel. If you guys never checked out his interviews, go check out Belgian Jasper's YouTube channel. My boy Chris Thrash from Thrash TV was there as well. So it was a who's who of Toronto YouTubers, I guess. And great evening. I mean, the evening got started with VX36. I had never heard of these guys. They're from California. They're a thrash metal band. Absolutely phenomenal. I was really impressed with their sound. Definitely not just a fan of their sound, but a fan of their stage presence. They really put on a great show, very comfortable in their surroundings, and that came across in how fluid their performance was. So a band definitely to keep your eyes and ears open to, because these guys have a huge amount of talent. Now, after them come Sunlord, another band that I had never heard of. They're from New York, and while they had a great performance, it's not necessarily my cup of tea. So I'm not a huge fan of their sound. I thought they were a little bit stiff on stage. Musically, they were solid, but they needed a little bit more movement. They needed a little bit more interaction with the audience. I know it's hard when you're the opening band. People are not really there to see you, but it's your job to really bring, build those bridges that will allow you to start building a fan base. So I like their sound in terms of what they constructed, in terms of how they performed, but I'm not a huge fan of their music or of their style or of their genre. But still, I thought they fit well in terms of what came earlier, what comes next, and then after them, Nervosa. Let's face the facts, everybody was there to see Nervosa and Destruction. These two incredible thrash metal bands touring together. One that released an album recently, Diabolical with Destruction, and Perpetual Chaos from Nervosa. So those are the two last records from both bands. Nervosa was phenomenal. I mean, before I even talk about the show, I want to give a shout out to Eleni, the drummer from Nervosa. She was a sweetheart. She met me before the show, introduced me to the band, got me an autographed drumstick, like one of her own drumsticks signed by the whole band. I had a Nervosa t-shirt with me. She got the whole band to sign it. Huge shout out to her. Absolutely nothing but love for her and for the rest of the band. I got to hang out and talk to Mia Wallace as well. So it was a great night, even before the night got started. But once they hit the stage, it was all business, and they put on a great performance, a really tight set list, not as short as I was expecting it. So that was a positive, because I'm glad that the set list for Nervosa was a little bit longer. They played a lot longer than what I was anticipating coming in, seeing 4 bands on the bill, knowing that Destruction is the headliner. But great show, great performance. Diva is phenomenal on vocals. She has great energy, great awareness in terms of what's happening in front of her and what's happening on stage. I really enjoyed her performance. It was also a treat to see Parika playing guitars. My first time seeing her play live, first time seeing the band play live. And then Mia Wallace on bass. Considering how much I love the last Abath album and how much I enjoyed Perpetual Chaos, I feel like I got a little bit of the best of both worlds, if you will, seeing her perform live for the first time. So that was great. Then after that came Destruction, and it was just thrash metal heaven, if you will. They started off the night with Diabolical. I don't think you can kick off a set list with a better song than that. A brand new track from the brand new album, an absolute balls to the wall track, and the rest of the set was exactly like that. Balls to the wall, high tempo, high intensity. Like I said, thrash metal heaven, absolutely delivering the goods. Destruction put on a great performance, a great show tonight for the fans. I just wished more people were coming to shows in Toronto. I've noticed this since the pandemic kind of broke and shows started off again. The attendance is very low considering what it was before the pandemic. I know people, there's not as much disposable income. People lost jobs. The pandemic is still around. So there's all these other factors, but it kind of breaks my heart to go see a show like the one I did tonight with these incredible bands, and they put out all of their heart and soul into these performances, and there's just not as much of a crowd as I wish that would be there to give them that same feedback back. I know that they're happy to be performing, and they're happy to be performing in front of those that are there, but I wanted Toronto to put on a better face, and I feel like for the last couple of shows that I've been going to, that is not the case, and tonight was no exception to that rule, unfortunately. But destruction on stage, they did what they had to do. It was an absolute incredible evening from that perspective. I also got to hang out with my boy Demir before their set. We had a really great chat, really great guy. All the best to them. The ladies in Nervosa, everybody on this tour. If they're coming to a town nearby, don't miss it. It's not every day that you see these two giant bands of thrash metal touring together. Go check them out, support these bands, make sure that they're seeing you there, because without you attending these shows, there will be no shows. The bands need you, the promoters need you to come out, so go out as much as you can, check out these bands, and definitely go check out these two, because the set lists are incredible. They play a little bit of everything, not just new material, so go check them out, and I'll see you guys at the next video.